This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. Walt Disney Company is a multinational corporation well known in the entertainment industry. The business has 5 distinguished divisions. The first division is Media Networks, which comprises several broadcast and publishing businesses such as ABC TV. The second division is Parks and Resorts, which basically offers tour and travel services to various destinations across the globe. The other segment, Studio Entertainment, has distinguished itself as a leading producer of movies and music across the globe. Walt Disney Company also has a division called Consumer Products, which manufactures toys, magazines, beverages, etc. Finally, its interactive segment is known to provide a wide array of interactive entertainment to children and families using various technologies. Strategic goal. The goal of the Walt Disney Company is to maximize its financial performance in its various business engagements. This is a very significant goal in line with the overall strategic growth of this business. Due to stiff competition and the dynamic nature of business, Walt Disney Company needs to diversify its product offering across the globe. The various product divisions are meant to help the business tailor-make its product offerings in line with the different cultures of consumers across the globe. To undertake this massive venture, the Walt Disney Company will need a solid financial asset base. Objectives of Walt Disney Company. In order to realize its strategic goal, Walt Disney Company has identified a number of objectives: aggressive marketing, new product innovation, and minimizing operational costs. Through these objectives, the Walt Disney Company aims to achieve its main goal of growing revenues. To accomplish these objectives, Walt Disney Company must develop an action plan. The company must invest heavily in marketing. It must equally seek measures to minimize its costs. For all the identified objectives, the action plan must detail the process to be undertaken, the timelines, the expected results, and the responsible people. Loopholes in the causal chain. A causal chain is a series of interrelated activities defining the root cause of a problem and its effects. Causal chains are usually related to a business's strategic goals and objectives. Causal chains demonstrate how a positive activity can cause a positive impact, such as higher financial revenues. As such, causal chains are part and parcel of the BSC. 2 causal chains are highlighted in the Walt Disney Company case. In the first causal chain, marketing and product innovation seek to maximize revenues. In the second causal chain, cost minimization reduces operational costs, thereby expanding profit levels. A keen analysis of the objectives reveals that each causal chain contributes towards increasing revenues, except for the cost minimization objective. This is a loophole in the causal chain. Walt Disney Company will achieve its strategic goal only if its objectives are well aligned. The objectives will achieve the strategies only if they don't conflict with one another. Cost minimization appears to negate the other objectives since product innovation and aggressive marketing call for more investments in capital. The balanced scorecard. The BSC is a managerial tool used for implementing organizational strategies. BSC comprises 4 perspectives: customer, financial, internal business process, and learning. The customer perspective is concerned with the capability of business strategies to satisfy the customer. The financial perspective concerns financial results and the strategies used to achieve that results. Internal processes show the internal operations and how their performance is measured. The learning and growth perspective relates to organizational training and education and how the business uses knowledge to enhance its competitive ability. Walt Disney Balanced Scorecard. Walt Disney Company mission: to be a leader in the production and distribution of entertainment globally. Walt Disney Company vision: to generate the best creative material, promote innovation, utilize the latest technology, and venture into emerging markets across the globe. In line with the BSc, Walt Disney Company's strategic goal shows activities that impact the customer, financial resources, and internal organizational processes. However, it has no provision for measures relating to human resource training. Thus, it leaves out a very crucial aspect critical in change management in line with the business's future. Training and education are catalysts for change management since they generate new business models. To achieve organizational congruence, the business must balance all four segments. In strategy formulation, the business must inculcate the goals and elements of the entire four segments of the BSc. Thus, to balance its strategic goals, Walt Disney Company must introduce learning and growth objectives. Conclusion. Following our thesis that a balanced scorecard is a useful tool applicable to most organizations for identifying strategic action plans, a number of recommendations can be made from the above analysis. Using the BSc, Walt Disney Company should base its objectives on actions that flow harmoniously with one another. In this case, cost minimization is ambiguous and may imply reducing general spending, in turn curtailing many other processes. The strategy of cost minimization should be re-examined. It should mean cost-effective investments. To further expand financial income, the business should invest in emerging markets. Expanding income should not just revolve around cost minimization. Instead, Walt Disney Company should adopt cost-effective strategies. The business should enhance its investments and reduce the risks of losses of revenue through poor investment plans. Did you like this strategy and objectives of Walt Disney Company sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the database of academic paper examples at ivypanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs.